Is my YouTube channel dead? Is it on a downward slope and it's just going to slowly deteriorate till it is lacking all substance and meaning? Yo, how sick was that intro? Doesn't that just get you hyped? Yo, friend, it is good to be here. We are in the last final absolute minutes of January, which means it's tradition around here to upload our year in review video in the last possible. For some reason, I feel like anytime in January is appropriate to upload a year in review video. So this has been kind of the way that we do things around here for the past several years. So let's talk about 5 areas that I think the channel worked really well, and then use that as a conversation for what we want to continue doing more forward, and then close off with what I think our big theme is going to be for this year. So a general overview of the health of the channel. I think if you look at the numbers of growth, I mean, our best numbers are in the past. Like, we had months where we were growing 6,000 subscribers a month, which was really big for a channel of my size. And we don't see numbers anywhere close to that right now. And I'm not concerned about that at all. And for some people, that would kind of be the signs of a dead channel. But for me, what I'm most concerned about right now is increasing depth and not so worried about the breadth, if that makes sense. We are doing the numbers that to me are more than necessary to keep doing the kinds of things I want to be doing and keep connecting with people like you. So we did 37 uploads last year, and the year before that we had done 64. So we were down in quantity, but as far as the channel itself, we did more our brand deals did better. So we did more integrations and better partnerships. That was a thing that we started doing 2 years ago. And so that was cool to see that grow. And that needed to grow because my production company, we had to dial back the work we were doing just by the nature of last year. And the biggest downside for me of last year was not being able to do our in-person workshops. This hurt. The in-person workshops for me and the education side of this YouTube channel and getting to interact with other people that want to become adventure filmmakers, that to me is, I was about to say everything, and it's not everything, but it's like so close to being the biggest motivator for me to want to grow a thing. I want to grow a company, a business, so that way I can make work that I like. And then right alongside that, I want to bring people with me. I want to show them how to do it. I want to get them excited about it. I want to get them, to believe in themselves that they can do it. So to miss out on an in-person series of workshops that we do every year was very, very challenging for me. And so if we look at the year as a whole, we started off really strong with our Road to California video series. And then middle of the year was tough. I didn't transition well. I'm an extrovert. It was isolating. I had a hard time. I had expectations about how I wanted this year to go. And a lot of that was revolving around education and Adventure Film Academy. That is my baby. We were going to go so hard on it last year. And I'm still kind of annoyed with myself that I didn't shift gears into doing a better online version of that earlier, but I've got to give myself some grace. There was a lot going on last year. We brought my first kid into the world, Ember, and that was an amazing gift. And I'm okay with having a year where I wasn't operating at even what I think is my 70% capacity. I think I was operating far below that. And that's factored in by a lot of things. That's factored in by how I look after myself, my routines, my processes, my systems. But I do think we are set up to do better this year. And what I mean by that is actually show up and use the mental resources that we have available and leave it all on the table. The first thing that I'm really stoked on how we did is I feel I got a lot better at making videos of my own adventures. So ski touring, getting out there sailing, doing those kinds of activities. I felt I did a better job of creating videos around that kind of stuff than I ever had done before. And that for me is always a little bit weird, because the reason why I picked up a camera in the first place is to film other people doing stuff. And so to turn that on myself and to try to find my own adventures and pushing myself and learning and growing is sometimes not always easy to do in a way that I feel, hey, I like that. But I think we genuinely did that. And this year there's a few videos. I really did like our snow video that we started the year off with when we camped and we went snowboarding, and it feels rewarding that resonated with the platform of YouTube. And then to close it off, the obvious one is the one wheel video. I was really proud of that. And then also a video that I think people really slept on was when I flew down to Montana, did the snow caves with Isaac, and then also ski toured up to this hut. And I made this whole story arc about how to improve your own storytelling. I'm really proud of that video because I incorporated education with my own adventure, and I feel it was all packaged together. And then I had a great brand deal that helped to pay for actually making the video happen. So that video for me was one that I was really proud to have on the calendar last year, and I want to do more stuff like that in this year. Second thing I really enjoyed doing was the videos where I built stuff. I feel like that's the sweet spot for my channel, where there's kind of this maker DIY energy going on. And I don't know how to do more of that, but I just love welding, cutting things, building things, working on the van. It feels like a cheat code in life when I get to make a video about me making something and then package that all together and put that out there onto YouTube. That for me is so much fun. I don't know what percentage of my videos I think should have building DIY-ish content in it, but I would love to see that percentage increase this year. The third area I'm really excited about is the videos where I got to show other people and what they do. So this is exciting because it's kind of like a hybrid format of my documentary skill set and then the vlogging YouTube skill set, and being able to meet other people and make a video with them and feel like it was new and unique was so exciting for me. And this is kind of where I think YouTube really shines, where you are aware of who I am if you're watching this video. I'd be surprised if this was the first video you watched, but you might be a little bit aware of me, and I can take you along with me into a new topic. And I felt like the way I did that with some of the friends that I've gotten to know over the years in the videos this year worked really well. I'm not great at collaborations for leveraging growth on the channel, but I felt I did videos with friends in a sincere way that I felt proud of, and that to me is exciting. And last year, I did want to tackle a larger documentary project, and we didn't really make it happen. And even that Sony shoot that I did, that I said was coming out ages ago, we didn't actually get out. The behind the scenes of that Sony video, I'm wildly proud of. But last year and the year before, we struggled to make some more of the truly adventurous content. See, I'm in tension here because I went on my own adventures last year, but I didn't really tackle a personal kind of curiosity project where I had to chase it down in the way that I have other projects in the past. So I'm definitely keenly wanting to do something like that this year, and I have no idea what that's going to be. The fourth area that I'm really proud of for myself this year is growing in writing, or at least putting more time into trying to improve the writing process in combination with video. So I've started to care a lot more with specific projects about how the words communicate certain meaning, and then how to piece those together for a piece that is personal to me and I feel like actually has a piece of me in it. So several pieces that I did that with this year is the Letter to Janelle film, where we announced the birth of our child. And that was just really fun because I'd kept it a complete secret that we were even pregnant. I'd put little secrets, some little hints here and there throughout the videos, but it was a complete secret to most of you. And that was a really fun thing to just drop on all of you. And that to me is probably my personal favorite video that I've ever made so far, which is really cool to have made that last year. Fifth and finally, the videos I did with my family were a lot of fun. I underestimated how fun it would be to film my daughter and just put her on camera, and oh my gosh. And I love filming with Janelle, and that's a huge highlight. And as much as she doesn't have it as a goal in her life to run a YouTube channel, when we've traveled together, she's been such a good sport about participating in the videos. And I feel like I did a pretty good job this year working with her to make sure that it wasn't like a TV show. We didn't have cameras out all the time. We really weren't making that many videos for how many things we were doing. And that pace, it felt really on point. And I don't know, I'm really going to look back on the videos we made from this year together as a family with so much fondness. So it is a new year, and if you've been putting off actually building a website for the film you want to launch, the business you're creating, the art that you make, whatever it is that you're trying to share with the world, if you know that this is the thing that you should do and you just keep putting it off because it feels complicated, well, let me tell you, we've got Squarespace in the house as a sponsor of this video, and it is so simple. I can't stress this enough. You do not have to be a tech expert, a graphic designer, or have any experience. You just need to head over there, find yourself a domain, pick a template from their gorgeous selection, and start getting your content in there through their amazing website building platform. I've been running my personal websites on Squarespace for over half a decade, and for me, it's the simplicity, the reliability, and the fact that they just look great on whatever device you look at them on. And I have no experience with graphic design or web design. So that's huge for me because I want to be able to update things quickly and I don't want to break the bank trying to have a professional looking website. So I encourage you, if you want to get started with a website, head over to Squarespace. They've got a free trial. This is what I did when I built my first Squarespace site, and I made something in 15 minutes that looked better than what I had spent 6 months prior tinkering with a different service. And boy, that just showed me, yeah, I should just sign up and use this website instead of the one that looks like trash. So use my code when you're ready to commit and you'll get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thanks Squarespace for sponsoring this video. So what is our big theme for this year? Our big theme is depth over breadth. The lingo on that might change, but the sentiment for me is I want to go deeper. I want to uncover and share more about the craft of adventure filmmaking. And I want to just make more videos that sincerely challenge me as I make them and worry less about just doing quantity. Going into this year, we're going to have more conversations that are raw, unplugged, less edited. We're doing that through our podcast, the Make Stuff Club. So I highly encourage you, if you don't know this exists, Jesse Driftwood and I started these conversations called the Make Stuff Club, where we as dysfunctional creatives try to unpack how do we actually make work that we like without blowing up our life in the process. And so that was something that we started last year. And that was kind of a really nice touch because I was nervous we were never going to start it. So make sure you head over to Make Stuff Club and tune into those episodes because we're going to be doing more of that. That's it for this one. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite video from the year was. I would love to hear it. And I'm going to catch you in the next video. So remember, life's better when you make stuff. Peace.